Previously on Test C Teams.
I cast Dispel Magic at the highest level I have it and just see if that does anything.
Several museums worth of artifacts are expelled. You find what must have been masks.
Oh no.
At one point, but they're reduced to, they're thin in places. Like some parts of them have the characteristic gleam. Others are worn or shot through with, they almost look like lace. I would have no one know it, but I may owe you a favor, a small one. He reaches up under his chin and plucks out what to him must be a tiny scale, but to you is like the size of a dinner plate. You can tell, even writing in the book, that the luster of the page is diminished. You're used to writing, functionally speaking, into a kind of spell book.
Yeah.
Like an enchanted page that greedily lapped up the ink and then communicated it. This is like writing in a common ledger. Pressing out from inside the bladder of this bag is Certainty drawn.
Oh no!
And she's like pushing her way. She's like, help, help. And she's pushing her way against it. And you can tell that she is seeing with her hands. Hands like up to the middle of the forearm have blood on them.
Oh no.
Oh no.
And she just collapses into the front of you.
Time is the enemy, the past, it threatens the fastest weapon. You wouldn't make it past a second, and that's the question. Play it brash and reckless, or choose a cautious solution you thought was prudent. In any sepulcher, pulchritude will become the putrid. It's that wealth that I'm pursuing. No mountain too steep, or dungeon too deep to send expendable marks up to the top of the peak or beneath. They see you bleed, they come like sharks to it, while I swim in that money bin like Carl Barks drew it. So send your national parks druid, I'll send them home in a natural box with a closed top and most of the parts included. Save your breath for a cleric confessor. Death is a lesson and life is a tenured professor. But if you're seeking my official advice, sign on the dotted line and initial it twice.
Emu?
Hello.
Good for you. Sorry.
I'm Tycho Brahe of Penny Arcade and PAX. I am also a Minifus Hereward Drawn CEO of Acquisitions Incorporated, but today I'm Jerford K. Horcrims, your internet friend. And I'm here to run a game of Dungeons & Dragons for my friends. To my right, Dragonborn Narcissist Dinar Blitzen.
What?
Yeah, this guy.
Oh my.
Oh my.
It's him. Now, to the right of my right, all the way from Dice Camera Action, D.S. Woodrow, everybody. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Is that what I think?
What's the thing?
I get that?
I don't know, we just both sort of like vibed on that for
No,
you.
we were feeling a certain flavor. I mean,
Yeah.
we can change
No,
it.
I'm into it.
Okay.
Yeah.
We can change it if you want.
Again!
No, but it has to be hesitant. It's like, woo, 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 woo.
Putting the woo in Woodrow.
That's a, see,
Why didn't you think of that?
Come on, writer.
We're
Woo,
not
drown.
professional. That's what,
That's what I get.
Whoa!
now,
Drought.
to my left, not your grandma's grandma, except for those rare cases where she is your grandma's grandma, Rosie B. Stinger. No, you're about to see something very strange, Dieth, and I want to make sure that
Seen it already.
you're not
been here
intended.
so many
no,
times.
this has increased in intensity, and you know it.
Yeah, it's gotten far more.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
used
I've
to
never
be.
seen that.
It's too much. To the left of my left, emerging as though from a mist shroud, Guthris. No, it's all right. Anyway, look,
He's messing up the vibe.
I'm already mad. We're starting the game enraged.
You're enhancing the vibe.
No, Mr. Woodrow, it's vital to note that even here, at this early hour, you have already received a charge. Now, just so you know.
One is useless.
Yeah, exactly. It's trash.
Can't do shit like a penny.
It's like they're flipping you off. Yeah. But should that threshold rise to 2, incredible vistas are opened up to you. The main vista,
Alta.
the Windows Vista, the main one is that you can exchange 2 of these charges for advantage. You can also confer disadvantage. Very savory. But for 2 charges, we never had a chance to use it during Waffles Inc. But there is.
Crap. He's up to 3.
Oh, shit. Okay.
One more. 40.
Better tell Thatcher, otherwise I'm going to keep getting them.
Okay, I didn't think I was going to have to explain it, but I will. So, but for 2 charges, you can also utilize something called Inner Resolve, which is an ability that we didn't have a chance to utilize during the deeply breathless exchange that was Waffles Inc. I mean, shit was fucking... It was happening. It was like 6 solid hours that first day. Everybody jumping in, back and forth. We didn't have an opportunity to do it. Functionally speaking, what it lets you do is leap into action. Functionally speaking, in front of your friends, taking all the damage that they took on that turn. This is what we know about Mr. Woodrow, is that he cares for others. And I've delivered a mechanism by which you can do that.
At this table.
Yeah.
Exactly.
See that mechanic.
Yeah, I can't promise anything.
No.
Dynamic.
Now, Mr. Woodrow, the other thing that potentially could happen is that 4 charges will allow you to cause any roll to be re-rolled. It can be
Not in my own, but anyone's.
any roll
included.
any roll that happens in the game, and that does include rolls that I do.
No, that's not individual die, but like the entire roll.
But it's functionally speaking, if there's a set of dice that gets rolled, let's say for damage,
Right.
and it ends up being really good, you can undo that.
Yep.
So he could do it right now, for example.
Right now.
Yep,
Like-
just keep on coming.
Anyhow, when last we saw our heroes, certainly strange things were afoot, as you may recall. Something is
an arm.
Yeah, exactly. Something is occurring at the Acquisitions Incorporated home office. Something strange. I was going to say Amy, but we don't know who that is.
Who's Amy?
Exactly. Exactly. I wonder if she's watching.
It's like middle of the night.
What's the time difference? Yeah.
Yeah, but
You know she would set an
She could
alarm,
still
though.
watch.
She would be
but that doesn't mean that she wouldn't try to watch.
You should.
I think she might.
I don't watch when I'm not on. And then when I rewatch, I only watch my parts.
That's because you ain't Amy.
It's true. Who's Amy?
No, I'm talking about her. Anyway, in any case, Walnut on Grass, scion of the Enclave,
Right.
she, at the very end of the adventure, was sort of gripped bodily by a terrified, clearly blinded certainty drawn, who, for some mysterious reason, had found her way inside the Horde's person's bag network.
Right.
Just as this happens, as I've suggested, like the amount of space that you occupy in this place between these sheets, these like membranes, right, so to speak. Between these membranes, it sort of expands a bit to accommodate you as you move through it, but it's clearly a massive internal realm, right? So
I'm
to speak.
imagining it like one of those parachutes you'd play with in like second grade.
Yeah,
or whatever.
exactly. Where it can be.
Yeah, that's what you're imagining?
Just draping down.
That's what the adults are imagining. Yes.
Yeah.
That's what the adults are imagining?
It could be the inverse. In any case, what I mean to say is, as certainty drawn collapses against walnut donggrass, they are pushed back, and these membranes are quickly sealing themselves together, and they are not in your field of view at all, Mr. Draub.
Oh no.
Like this, you can, as soon as it closes, the sounds even of certainty drawn's surprise and terror are already beginning to diminish and recede.
Oh no. Let's see. Where am I? Where are we? Like, did we nap? Are there things here? I mean,
you could nap, and there may be things here.
It's just take
you know what? I can do it all.
Quick cat
This
nap.
is ideal.
Let's just
being
go,
in the womb.
We're all
let's go
good.
down the list.
Oh, you know what though? I didn't.
It's like being in a leathery womb.
Yeah, all warm.
Yeah, I did not. I don't have Misty Step, but I took Dimension Door. I want to. I was gonna reach out with Awakened Mind and see if I can get a hold of Myliki. Like where are you? Like where are you both going? Where are you headed? We're being like now separated, right?
Yeah, exactly. You do not receive a response.
Wow. Okay. A robust network. Great membrane.
Yeah.
I make a little note like,
Hey,
it's a heck of
it's
a
a
membrane.
membrane for the ages. No, you're like, all right.
Hey,
That's not bad.
I don't like it, but I respect it.
No, I like the Hortsperson bag a little more now.
No, it's a Corinthian membrane.
Oh, plush. This is incredible. Am I still able to see the where I came in, like the opening that we entered in through?
Right now, you
Can I still see it, or am I too deep inside to find it?
I've lost control, Alyssa. I've lost control. I didn't think that this pouch was erotic in any way.
You know what?
Really? Wow. Okay.
I know.
Jeez, Jerry.
This might be the most erotic thing you've
Yeah.
ever described.
Yeah,
I feel like
mean,
it
I
would be
don't-
a good idea to leave, but I don't know if I want to.
I was here under the pretext that this was going to be only erotic.
Yeah, it's just
Erotic pouch show.
You know
Yeah,
what? Even
exactly.
if Jerry's not on board, we'll make it
Okay,
happen.
cool.
Yeah,
Thanks.
we'll fulfill this.
Appreciate it.
It's usually how it goes.
You're not here. You're not even in the membrane.
Who's Amy?
Yeah, exactly. So you find yourself in almost like it's like one of those like outdoor shower privacy cylinders.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just like
You're basically you're in the conceptual spotlight that it comports to the weird rules inside this thing.
Is there like this whole time, has there been like a stable ground beneath me, or is that even like, malleable?
It's malleable, but it's not.
I can navigate it.
Yeah, exactly, and it certainly holds up.
Good. Because I want to find my way out of here at this point. And all sounds gone. I can't, I don't get a sense of like the clamor or whatever was going on.
You can hear like sounds are created and destroyed all around you. Like whatever mystical or mechanical laws underpin this thing, they are clearly being negotiated with by some form of error or damage.
Gauche.
Yeah, that's not going to do us any good. I don't think it's going to do me any good to try and get to the home office through this route. So I'm going to try and... I wanted to see if the ground was stable so I could stumble my way in the direction of where I remembered the entrance to my Hortsperson bag. Yes.
You do see there is something strange, like even just in your privacy shower membrane, damp though it may be, you can see sort of laced over your right boot. You can see what looks to be a gleaming cord.
Oh. Yeah, did we take a rope in? Was that right? Whose rope was this?
It was grandmother's rope.
That's right, but it just leads back. Yeah.
Yeah, and this this is not of that material.
Oh.
Certainly grandmother's rope has value, certainly sentimental value, if nothing else. Obviously tying value, it ranks high.
I think it was, I don't think it was me who had that rope.
It was tied around a walnut.
Okay, yeah. So that rope is gone to me now.
Yeah, this is not made of that. This rope appears to be made of gleaming silver.
Ooh.
But it flexes and has a texture like silk.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and take this and see if I can, does it lead somewhere? I will follow it along. And the good news is, if it's worth anything, it's already in the bag.
It's a win-win.
Yeah.
This is a triple win scenario.
I can just sit here if I want.
This might have been something we looted before. Who knows?
It could be treasure.
Yeah.
It's like, that's the best part about crawling in the bag, is that you remember all those great old
I was going to
items.
say, didn't I grab a silver rope and give it to you?
You sure did. Yeah.
It's a great rope.
At what time? Or when was this?
A long time
It was
ago.
when we were...
It was during our silver rope arc.
Don't you remember we were
season
digging
2.
in those giants' bones? 'Cause-
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
you were giving out presents.
I was giving out presents, the stuff I found.
Yeah. I don't remember what I did with it, though.
I'm touching,
Chris put it in the bag.
I'm touching the
yeah, that's right.
membrane, and I'm like, I'm touching this rope. I'm
Exactly.
like, wow,
Hey!
fun.
Yeah, you're getting your money's
Getting
worth.
handsy in there.
this is great.
Right. So, but it is,
live here.
but it does. So you're beginning to travel along this
Yeah.
cord, and it's essentially as you're going through, it's making a kind of cleft through this. Through these curtains. Is that? Are we getting there? Is that?
I don't know.
Well, listen. Give me a chance.
I'm not sure what you're going for right now.
Flaps.
Trying too hard.
They went too much. Anyway, so what? So
It's over.
mechanically, what's happening here is you were able to follow this at whatever speed you want, and you are accommodated by.
I'm going to say fast at first, but then slow.
Yeah. The
Agonizing,
steady
but slow.
rhythm is what's important.
Okay, yeah.
Rosie B. Stinger.
Magic is over.
Rosie B. Stinger, Magic the Gathering, sponsor for this show.
Yeah.
Rosie
And your trip to Ravnica, I don't know, what's the new set?
Ravnica, yeah, sure.
Yeah,
got it.
you have to see Ravnica as though there's a question mark at the end. Ravnica?
Ravnica?
Yeah, could be anything.
You want to go Ravnica?
Now, Rosie B. Stinger,
What?
Denarbo 10.
Hi.
You are even
Present.
now
Yeah.
having descended in the comically slow fashion enabled by your invention
That's right.
of the horizontal sail,
Yes.
which will no doubt be collected in the catalog of this era's great inventions.
I like the idea that she has like a Da Vinci notebook of sketches,
Yeah.
inventions, but they're all stupid. There's no way that's ever going to take off.
Are there
limp
airplanes? There's not
frisbee.
airplanes in D&D? Is airplanes impressive in D&D?
Well, we made an airplane, but then there's also a wing nose. Nose
But
wing.
what I like is that maybe they're like stupid, but they all work. It
yeah. Hey,
doesn't matter. Again,
There's nothing logical about
any
them.
landing you can walk away from,
They're
right?
functional. That's right.
exactly. So they begin to whirl around, and then as Coriander settles down, she begins to slide sort of like gently sideways down a dune, and then she hurls her weight in to oppose it, and then begins to tilt down. So where are we trying to get
Back to the cart.
in this vessel?
Yeah, I think that was the plan, right?
Yeah, the
Like
plan
we
was to get back to the cart, yeah.
Yeah, and you
aimed
can
ourselves towards center.
absolutely, and you can see center at the edge, not because center is especially impressive, but because there's not a lot there.
Right.
It's easy to find it, and the cart is there immediately outside center, very near the
Front.
the firm path that carts are able to travel out into the desert with.
Front and center.
And so Coriander she's in her boat configuration right now. So
Absolutely.
All she has to do is lift up her sail, and we.
It's easy. She can absolutely. She can reconfigure herself
Okay.
to be the hero that is required
Okay, excellent.
for this conveyance.
All right, so that's I tell her, that was amazing. I would love to do a postmortem on what that was like for you.
Yeah.
But for now, we got to get over there. That cart. That cart right there.
Yeah, the blade wings on the sides reach their maximum wind capacity, and you are able to sail. Sand is not even cast out from underneath it. It's as though there is a few inches of clearance below the surface of the boat.
It's like a hoverboat.
Something like that.
Nice.
It's something like a hoverboat. Air hockey puck.
Are my
Fluid bed, as they say.
Are my shadow wings still assisting in this?
You would not have been able to go anywhere if the shadow wings were still there.
Okay.
They're mostly good for the air.
Okay, good.
So as your skiff makes its way back to the cart, you can see that the same sentry configuration is still out there to the east of Sinter, keeping an eye on the horizon, any threats from the Anarok Desert. And the cart is here, but the door on the right side of the cart is ajar. Not a jar of eyeballs.
What is it? A door or a jar?
Okay. So we approach in the boat, and I notice this door being slightly open, which is not presumably how we left it, which means somebody's been rooting through our shit.
Well, I go looking for Doltrama.
Oh yeah, she was in the cart.
I had
right?
I have unfinished business with her.
She wasn't in the knife, right? She was just hanging out in the cart.
She was
No, she was in the cart.
Okay. So you go open the,
Oh yeah,
open the
yeah.
door.
I go rooting for her.
Okay,
Yeah, she's nowhere to be seen.
great.
Biscuits. I say that.
I want to get the attention of the guards.
Adds a lot of flavor to this.
Yeah.
That's a new T-shirt, guys. trying to insert this, Kate. Come on, help me.
It's good. Biscuit.
Biscuits.
We printed the t-shirts first.
I'm pot committed, guys. Come on.
With the hat.
5,000 ways.
Yeah.
With the little fingers. Oh. Absolutely. Like, and just as before, like these sentries are in a novel position culturally, because it's hard for them to tell which grandmother they're supposed to revere 100%.
Sure.
So hidden in their duty posture, they have snuck a few acts of deference toward you.
That's not necessary. I don't require your deference, only your cooperation in this inquiry. Did you happen to see any portion of a humanoid leave our cart of its own volition, or aided by others?
They confer with one another and then say, "We did not."
Interesting. Okay. Did you see anybody come mess with this?
Had we seen anyone, grandmother, they would have been managed.
Okay, well, I appreciate that. Thank you.
How long have we been gone? Like, I'm just asking because I'm
Since we
lost track of
restored.
time.
Well, you had a rest in there. It's probably
How long have we been away
about
from the
it. Yeah, I
cart?
mean, you had a couple of rests here.
I'm trying to remember. Like,
Yeah. So it's probably about a day.
we got there. Coriander took us away. We did have a rest when the airships showed up.
Yeah.
And the thing went in the air, and then we
Maybe a
talked
day
with the
and a
dragon,
half.
and he came back. So
Another rest
about
out in the dragon realm.
Yeah, so about it. Yeah, about a day and a half.
Okay.
Okay.
So are you opening the door to this cart? And you
Well,
you look
yeah, I'm looking around, but also like day and a half head start. There's no way we could attempt to even track. I'm saying too.
But also, these guys didn't see anything.
These guys didn't see anything, and just because they didn't see anything doesn't necessarily. But I mean, I would root around for whatever rudimentary clues Denard and his limited observational capacities could find.
Perhaps an investigation? Is that what you'd like to conduct?
Yeah,
That's a great idea.
I'm gonna try to see what happened. She ain't got no legs. How'd she wail away? That's a 3. What do I see? I bang my head on the door.
You see your own
I see
legs.
stars.
No, as soon as you lean in, it's just bam, right on the front, hits on the back, snout.
You gotta, I have to open it first, sweetheart.
Oh. 18.
It's too funny. It's too funny not to do. So the first is just a lot of excitement, but the snout definitely connects with the glass.
Yeah.
Second time, which has historically been the charm.
Yeah.
You draw it open and you can see a very clear set of sandal prints
Oh. Inside the cart?
inside the cart.
Oh. She had sandals. Someone gave her sandals?
Dude, that's the best part about it is that Dinar can get the 18.
Yeah.
But the conclusions are not 18 level conclusions. Just like
She had summoned sandal. The ultimate spell.
She put sandals on her feet, on her hands.
What could it mean?
someone might have been selling shoes.
Right. She put the sandals on her feet and hand walked out. Rosie, you're not going to believe what I found.
You're probably right. You got, what do you got? Tell me all your
She
conclusions.
summoned sandals onto her feet,
She didn't have feet.
onto her hands.
Under her hands,
what
because she
I
had
said.
those.
There is a pair. There is a.
She had pears for lunch.
She had pears. She loves them. There is a sandals, but there is also bare feet.
She was a bear. She turned into
She's
a bear.
werebear. She's a werebear.
She's
just
a
like us.
werebear. We're all werebears.
Did you spit on her before we left?
I did not. So there's the sandals and bare feet.
Okay. So there's two distinct tracks.
Yeah.
You
Right.
think?
Okay.
But she was hovering before, so.
Probably, here's what happened. If they didn't see anything, and these boys are crack security guards, there's nothing they're not going to notice. I think probably what happened is that someone came and invisible sneaked in here, took her, sneaked back out.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not.
Two people came.
I'm not here, but I feel like maybe you would remember that she was like frozen in a gem form.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. She
Right.
was, but she was still cognizant. She was blinking awareness, I think, at one point, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Like, she was there. She was just frozen solid. So 2 people came and got her. 1 people in sandals, 1 people not in sandals.
Is it just one sandal and one barefoot? So it's just one person trying to look like 2 people.
Is it one set of
No,
tracks where I carried
no,
you?
it's the sand people.
There could have been like 30 of them. Who knows?
Yeah.
Do we see the tracks go out into the sand outside the cart at all?
There, you see, pulling down, you see Dinar's massive feet. Like
Ruining our crime scene.
Never be an agent.
like annihilating the crime scene.
Cool.
Just like you can see tiny, like fragmentary pieces of what you assume is profoundly useful information, but then like right in the middle, it's almost like a crayon. Like it's Dinar.
Just in there and be like, you're not going to believe what happened. She grew 4 feet, but only 1 pair of shoes, and then she left. And she tracks sand everywhere in here.
And she's got dragonborn feet now.
And a tail.
So there's nothing to lead you to believe, even with the grotesquerie committed upon the crime scene, there isn't even fractional evidence that these footsteps extend more than a few feet away from the door.
Okay.
So
What do you think of all this?
I was just going to say, for your
think?
usage,
Ideas there.
for your usage at home, certainly if you were coming to see your boy, Mr. Woodrow here, let me give you a very, very brief assessment. This is a joke. Understand that this is a joke.
But now it is canon.
No problem. Earlier in the campaign, the C team negotiated with the fundamental laws of the universe, in a way wagering the life of a town
and trying to restore their friend from death. But if you are familiar at all with the work of Mr. Perkins, generally speaking, I think death would be a comfort to your party.
Yeah.
Like, that would be the win condition.
He has said on record that I can do far worse things than death.
Oh, yeah. See, this is exactly
Which
right.
he does routinely.
No. And it's happened time and time again. You tried.
I tried to die.
You have done your goddamnedest. But you're not.
None of this is a joke.
You're not allowed.
Not to the joke yet.
No. But yes, they did negotiate with the fundamental universal laws, and that is why there are questions about the person they tried to save, who was in the cart and now is no longer. Right. So, what next? What next?
I guess we still have the horse person bag.
We saw the horse person bag. They're in the bag.
Yeah, we need to check on them.
We have inferred that there's a problem at the home office.
Right.
So the plan was get to the cart so you can use cartography skill to teleport us to the home office.
Right. Okay. Before we do that, will you check on them in the horse person bag? And while you do that, I want to borrow Kevin's ledger.
I can multitask.
I know, but I want to do it.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. So Dinar will stick his head in the bag.
Okay.
And you can deal with Kevin.
Yeah.
You deal with Kevin.
All right.
He's his own.
He's his own person.
Yeah.
Not his keeper.
Am I my Kevin's keeper?
Well, he's like snoot first in the bag. I go around to the back.
It's like a hat. It goes down to the neck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I go around to the back and I say, Kevin, you're my...
No, come on.
For the podcast, Jerry's miming a
Kevin.
Kevin.
Kind of a regal tail.
It's very
raising
regal.
up.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's on point.
Kevin, we've been friends a long time. I think you're the main reason I joined this party in the first place.
Ms. Beestinger.
Yeah.
If you're nasty.
Yeah.
1 moment.
I am.
For our friends joining us from Dice Camera Action, no doubt to see their boy, Mr. Woodrow here, Kevin is the anthropomorphized version of Dinar's tail. Mm-hmm. Please continue.
Who is a higher level documenter than Dinar.
Correct.
Has his own...
Who is more efficient
Yeah.
and clever in every way.
Who was a throwaway joke at PAX South and has now become the most beloved character on this show.
Yep.
The 5th member.
Yep.
Yeah.
We've been through a lot together. I was hoping that, I know it's important to you and I respect that, but I was hoping that I could borrow your Documancy ledger just for a moment. I need to ask an important question.
He slides into the bag, pulls it out in the deeply prehensile way he has only recently mastered, and offers you
Thank you, Kevin.
the ledger.
I give him good scritches.
I go, whoa, what the?
No, and it's just like peak
Still
rigidity.
feel it. What the?
Peak rigidity, is that what you
Just
said?
no, like
See,
weirded out.
Ooh, all right, sorry. Usually they like that kind of thing. All right. Rosie, I want to open the ledger to the first page where I can see evidence of Kevin's impeccable handwriting, documenting what we've been doing back to home office and presumably the secretarian's responses.
No, exquisite
Tail writing.
handwriting.
Right.
Tail
yeah.
writing.
Tail
Yeah,
writing.
tail writing.
Sorry.
Excuse me.
Sorry.
That's
Excuse me.
we were wrong.
And I write, I take my cartography pen out, and I write, Omen, are you there? Question mark.
It's me, Margaret. No.
It's me, Rosie.
You've only seen these pages, like you've seen your adopted granddaughter, toil over these, often, by the light of a lamp, up on the top of the cart, just for fun.
Yeah.
Just freestyle documancy on the streets.
I've never done it, though.
No. But even then, you can tell that these pages, they don't have the luster of the regular documancy book.
Oh.
Like, it had a sort of rich vellum cast,
Right.
like rich yellow sheets. This looks like more or less like a common notebook. It has the writing. All the writing is still there. No information has been lost. But this is this does not communicate the luster or the excitement of documency.
Did it look this way before Kevin gave it to me? Or is it because it's in my
Oh,
hands?
no, it's got nothing to do with, you don't think it has anything to do with you.
Okay.
When it was pulled out, it's just some kind of a glamour.
I see.
It's something that makes it seem official, but you think that the materials underneath it are not sophisticated.
Interesting. All right. Well, I give it a shot anyway, because I may notice that, but I don't think I would know the difference. I don't think I would know the import of it.
Yeah.
So I write, Omen, are you there? It's me.
There isn't a quick response at any rate.
Okay. I write, is anyone there? Question mark. Nothing? Okay. So Rosie's face, my face kind of sets, and I close the ledger, hand it back to Kevin. I make sure not to touch him. And then I tap Dinar. I assume you're still...
What do you see?
I know, I don't know what I see. So I put
sure,
my
yeah.
head in there and I just go, guys, hey, Cthulhu,
It's just...
walnut.
It's like you're looking. It's sort of like you're looking up. It's like you're in a yurt or something. Like imagine your head is just like sticking up, and you're just sort of looking in this sort of like dark dome. The only light that's shining in there is the light that's sort of around
Yeah.
your neck.
TARDIS.
Can I hear anything?
I was like, do I see them? Do I see? It's just empty.
No, they're gone.
Okay, and I'm hooting and hollering. They don't hear it.
Yeah, and it's the sound is completely dry. There's no echo. It's just completely captured by the speech.
I pull my head out. I go, they're dead. Just me and you know.
Wow, we had a good run. Guess we have room at the table for another.
Yeah, you know what this means? 50-50 split.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of which, Mr. Woodrow.
Yes.
So you, on occasion, against your better judgment, make use of pies baked by Strix Beestinger.
Correct.
Baked is in quotes, and then pies is also in quotes.
Separately.
We have a bakery that's open. I hesitated to use the word successful.
It is a bakery, though.
Minimal explosions.
Hey,
No,
nice.
gotta start
But
somewhere.
there are,
Yeah.
but you say minimal, but it's happened more than once, right?
5.
Yeah, okay. I was just gonna say
And that
like-
is the bare minimum. She's just getting started.
Exactly,
You
exactly.
operate in the red for 3 years before you turn a profit, Jerry.
Is that
Baker's
true?
dozen.
That's here's something I know.
Bigger? That's a
Fine.
word. Now,
Cakes.
but the materials that have been coming through recently have guided the production somewhat. There have been unrecognizable fruits in increasingly novel states of freshness. You have been informed many times that this only improves the process. And indeed, to turn such a pie away, it constitutes a level of almost inconceivable rudeness. But you don't know if they're fruits even. You can't say for sure. There's a lot that you don't know.
Yeah.
She thinks outside the box, man.
We have a coven that works for us at said bakery. They are more or less interns.
Oh, hey.
And therefore...
It's a great model.
Yeah, and therefore any subpar ingredient fetching, I place blame squarely on them.
Okay, so in your where you stay,
Yes.
when you open your door one morning, there is a small tray with an arrangement of sort of small hand pies on it, and there is a little note at the bottom that says "test pies."
Damn it, it's my turn, huh?
Test pies.
All right. fine. I mean, if it's open, if it's early that morning and I'm opening the door, I usually have errands I have to go out and run every day, but we gotta try these pies. So yeah, I'll like pick up the tray and bring them back to whatever I'm currently using as my quarters.
Yeah, it shifts, as I understand.
Yeah, there's a lot of rubble.
Which
around.
parts are available
Exactly.
at a given time?
We ran out of rooms very quickly.
Absolutely. There's a black crust, a darkness that extends even into the ordinarily flaky exterior shell of the pie. The pies themselves seem to be in a kind of torment.
They beg for the release of death.
They demand it.
Yeah.
You think that the pies are not in the same place as they were on the tray. In the intervening time, you think that the pies may have moved. It could be a part of their fundamentally test nature. I mean, it could be prototype pies.
It could be in the darkened crust and emanating
Darkened crust.
trauma.
Yeah.
Certainly, gives Diathan a feeling enough to be like, oh yeah, Strix made these.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll give it the old testaroonie.
Oh my God, it's brave.
So you,
It's love right there.
Yeah.
I would love a Constitution, please.
Uh-oh. Yeah. Well, that's a 7, my good sir.
Well, that's not going to do it. So, but luckily, everything is fine.
Hey.
All right.
No,
A little too heavy on the torment this time.
yeah, exactly. It's like you don't know if that's an ingredient or what. But it seems like now the taste.
Can't be beat.
Yeah, it's not great, but given your expectations and certainly the armor-like exterior of the pie, you thought it was going to be a lot worse, and you think that you're going to survive.
But that's where you're wrong.
You think
It's the most heartbreaking part of it.
you think that it's fine,
Okay.
and that improves your outlook for the day. You have things that you need to accomplish, but you start to lose time. You start to lose not insubstantial portions of time, where you'll be on a street corner and you'll see a cart, and then the next time linear time is available to you, the cart is down the street.
I'm high?
Something like that.
Yeah.
This is the edible scenario.
All right.
Yes.
It's being metabolized in a novel way.
All right.
The adrenaline
Gonna
wearing
need
off.
weed pies from Holly ASAP, girl.
So then, but after a few scenarios of this kind, the next thing you know, you are in your bed, and you can see the ceiling threatening to, but never fully tilting. You feel like it's almost always on the edge of it. And after you blink your eyes a couple times, you see the Acquisitions Incorporated headquarters, the hated sigil of Omen Drawn's malevolent and murderous organization.
That's not usually how you describe it.
Well, no, I'm
what Diath's seeing.
I'm delivering. Diath is the point of view character.
He admits it.
Yeah, exactly.
Finally.
I know.
So, but it's unlike. I mean, you have been forced to travel by it before.
Yeah.
And to see people who shouldn't go in. It's possible you've even tried to dissuade the occasional customer. Like, I don't know if you actually have a clapboard. I mean, I don't know how deep you go into it, but
Just DF picketing by
not
himself.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, just like back and forth, but quiet and tasteful. Just like Listen, this is my message, right? The entire right side of it, of the building is gone.
Like the wall itself?
Of the building itself is gone.
Destroyed in rubble upon the ground, or just...
There is rubble on the ground.
Okay.
You can see clerics of Timora and Joaquin tending to people on the street. You can see healers of various stripes nodding gravely over sheet-covered corpses. The gift shop that was such an incredible source of revenue in quarter 2 is no more. You don't think
the worst loss of all.
you don't think that tchotchkes are going to be vended from here anytime soon.
A damn shame.
You can't smell it though. It's like you can see all this, but you can't smell it.
And I mean, because I'm still seeing this outside.
Yeah.
You
you can see that the outer shell of it. You
Yeah.
can see the rest of it cracks running along the walls itself. But as I suggested, the entire right portion, the south-facing wall of the Acquisitions Incorporated headquarters.
Yeah. So with seeing that and whatever sunlight is currently beaming down upon it, I just have to ask myself, is this now?
You speak it out loud?
Yeah.
You can hear your voice, but it doesn't sound like it's in a room, in a space. You can't hear the echo or the sound returning to you at all.
Huh. We're gonna sell so many of these pies.
This is what, yeah, is Diaz like, Diaz like, hell yeah? Like, are you like excited? Are you happy about this?
I mean, realizing how much home repairs we have to do, feeling that's like a promising start.
Well, there's materials freely available here on the street, so there is a few. There is a force that has begun to sort of tug you toward the building and around the right side. It's just drawing you in, and you can feel it's like coming from your belly itself, like there is a cord or an anchor tied to your self, your innermost self. And it is dragging you through this. It is dragging you through the rubble of this place, and you can see a woman like shake her head gravely, and then look down, and you see Omendron half covered in rubble. As you are pulled now bodily over these ruins into the interior corridor of this place that is still burning, and you're being pulled essentially to, it looks like a imagine a dark post office where there is a kind of a wall with what looks to be file folders of various sizes, and you are pulled from the street, drug around like you have no mass at all.
Okay.
Like there's no scuttling, there's no scaling. You're just pulled like a flopping doll would be.
Right.
And you find yourself pulled with a slurp, like a noodle slurp, directly into one of these open filing drawers. And the next thing you know, Cthulhu Draub, a drow that you know, a drow from work,
Yeah.
has his hands basically like right at belly level, like essentially like right where your belt buckle is.
What have I experienced? Like I've been
exactly. You have been drawing yourself through this place, and its nature has changed significantly from place to place.
Yeah.
In some places, such as there is now, there is maybe perhaps 2 feet of standing water underneath. It appears to have a current, but you don't. It's impossible to tell, like, where these currents are being generated from.
With this same like limited like membranes and all that. Strange.
Yeah, so it's just like the like dripping like a cave would.
Yeah. So I'm pulling.
Warmer than is common here.
Okay. Warm and wet. Got it. And then when does he show up?
Right now. So you were
Now it's a party.
You were following this cable, and you find yourself in this place as your tall boots and the hem of your cloak are beginning to trudge through this standing water. You find yourself face to face with Death Woodrow.
Okay. And I say, which team acquired you?
What?
You're here in the Hordes person bag. I assume you're a treasure that we collected.
No. Did you also eat a test pie?
Recently? Let's start over. I'm Kithris Straub.
I know. We've met.
Yes. I'm just turning away from you and looking around. I go around the back to see if somehow he got hung up on the cord.
Yeah, exactly.
And I don't see any more back there. This is where it ends.
No, It ends. And this is pretty fundamental multiverse stuff.
Standard fare.
Am I familiar?
Yeah.
Oh.
So you laugh, but there would have been a time not long ago where what I'm about to tell Kithris Straub would be comically redundant because he would already know it. The baby wizard already knows what's happening.
Okay.
Oh.
So
Chris doesn't know.
no, exactly, but
Kithris might, yeah.
Kithris definitely knows.
Oh, okay.
Although it's possible that Death Woodrow doesn't know either.
I was about to know.
Not now. Not now, sweetie.
Where does he fit into all this? So you know that a tether,
Yeah.
that silver tether, is associated with astral travel.
Okay.
So it means a couple things. One, it means that this is perhaps not Death Woodrow in physical form, but is Death Woodrow as projected via some means. What I would posit as the dungeon master is that perhaps a pie could do it.
Okay. I don't know about the pie.
Exactly.
But I relay this.
So it means two things. One, it means that this is a projection of Death Woodrow. Two, it means that somehow, via the gullet of this Hordes person's bag, or maybe as a function of some damage to it, you are not on the primaterial plane at all.
Okay. So as far as, yeah.
It's an evidence. All this evidence is just completely cold, factual information.
Right.
It's all plain to you.
Yeah, so I'll relate that to you, and the only component I don't have is why this tether in this bag happened to conjure you.
Oh. Well,
Do you feel projected?
I'm projecting something right now, yeah.
Hey, happy Valentine's Day.
But as I said, we are in the Hordes person bag. I came in here with my associate Walnut, but then we were separated by some calamity. Something seems to have gone wrong at the Acquisitions Incorporated home office.
I saw things as such. And I will describe to Kithris everything that I saw. Is that Is that what happened?
We don't know, but I mean that it tracks with what we thought had happened. We saw the daughter of Omendron covered in blood and was whisked away with Walnut somewhere.
Oh.
What were you doing there?
I wasn't there. I told you, I ate a pie,
Okay,
saw some shit,
all right, writing it down.
and now I'm and now I'm here.
Okay, do you have any more of those pies? We're gonna start with from first principles. We got to figure out what we can do.
Honestly, I'm not certain.
Baby bird.
Yeah, is it digested yet? Let's have some.
Can I get a perception check from you? There's a lot of new information here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Perception check with disadvantage, s'il vous plaît.
Oh, that's cute.
You can give yourself advantage, though.
I don't need it. All right, so minimal roll 21.
Jeez, incredible.
Really?
What? Yeah.
You have a plus
That was an
13.
8. Yeah, that was amazing.
So I have rogue expertise, which certain skills that I choose, I automatically roll at least a 10 on.
Right. Oh, right.
Oh,
Wow.
take 10.
And I have a plus 11 to my perception.
Yeah, so in the middle of the...
I know.
Huh? You learned something from this guy. Now,
Quite optimal.
so inside the... there are currents in this water that, as I said, is about 2 feet deep and potentially even beginning to lap higher. It's possible that this, whatever this is starting to fill this volume. But you think that there's something in it.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
You think there's something moving in it.
That's my sense.
Yeah, that's right.
As well.
Oh, I'll immediately point this out to Cathris and just saying, I'm not super familiar with this stuff, but is that normal?
Not at all. None of this. This, you here, wet, I don't know. I've never been in this bag before, but it doesn't seem to be working correctly.
All right, I would like to go home, please.
Good idea. Let's try and figure this out. Now that the tether's gone.
The tether is not gone.
Oh, okay. Well, see, here's the thing. So I would have been, I don't think I would be like coiling it up behind me.
I want to imagine the whole time your hand was just been. You guys have been talking. Your hand has not left his belt. Just like
It's just there.
it's like this is where it ended.
No,
so your hands are just there.
No, it's deliciously close.
Yeah, you're just both standing there with your hand on his belt, like having this whole long
Yeah,
conversation.
exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, can we make that? Can that be
Yeah,
canon? All
I
right.
didn't.
Yeah.
I'm
This is
still
very
hanging
close,
on to
and
it.
it's like, but you've met him before.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't mean anything by it.
Yeah.
So he's
No.
a weird dude.
I figured this is part of his studious nature.
Yeah. I don't know. I let go of this thing, maybe vanish, and then I don't.
No, you're right.
See,
Yeah, this is for safety.
Exactly. But the silver cord ran both ways over the boot.
Yeah. So I say
You
I
have found
suggest-
one terminus.
Right. You're one end of this tether. I don't know what the other end is, but maybe it'll be the exit, or maybe it'll be another you. I don't know.
Or whatever it is that pulled me into this.
That's also true. I wonder what business that pie had with you.
Your mortal enemy.
Dark dealings.
Maybe you've eaten too many. And you've angered that deity.
I mean, if I'm here, but also not here because I'm a projection, I do need to get back. So
We only got one direction we can take, unless we want to stand here in this warm, damp. Is it water? Do we know it is water? It looks like water.
It looks, but it is like a tropical fish tank.
Mucus.
Yeah.
So it's just like steamy. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Tepid.
Exactly like a.
I read that
Jungle
scientists don't know
stream.
where it comes from exactly.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
are you?
But this amount indicates.
Are you a projection, or are you here?
Oh boy. Do not start with this.
Oh man, he's fucked.
All right.
Oh boy. 3 hours
Can I go to the
later.
bathroom now? I got time.
No, Kathris is too smart for that. I go, oh, no, you don't. Oh, no, you don't. I think so. That's how I'm going to approach this.
We're just gonna start there and we're gonna end there.
Right.
That's just where we are.
All right, though. I have no knowledge of this, so I place my faith upon you.
then we shall go.
right.
And keeping one hand at your belt buckle, I start to head the other direction. Yeah. Do I know? By the way, as far as this tether is is it tied around him? Like, where does it go?
It is like an umbilical cord that attaches him to the prime material plane.
Blech. So I don't know where it attaches.
It doesn't. It goes in.
Oh, like a center of mass or something.
Man.
Okay. Does it
Like
cause you
into his
discomfort?
belly button.
I'd imagine it's certainly bizarre.
It's new.
yeah.
It's just a new
new.
feeling.
It's like holding a balloon, but right where the string heats the balloon. You're like, not out of the bottom of the string. You've got the balloon right here.
Yeah.
You're walking around like that.
You can shake your hand like this, and I bounce back and forth.
Right. Okay, so I'm gonna start to coil it like a
a studio
utility-
wrap,
Yeah.
like a mic
Yeah.
cord.
like a cord.
Over under.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, so you are beginning to travel your way back through,
Right.
and then that water has now begun to follow you as you move from sort of like bladder to bladder, chamber to chamber in here.
Mm-hmm.
That water is continuing to that hot water is continuing to rise.
Keeps rising.
And become more savory.
Stop looking at me.
All right,
You're looking at me every time I look over you.
all right. We are going to revert back now to our friends at the cart.
Right. My head's still in the bag.
You getting
I
any,
put it back in. I don't
you
know.
getting a whiff of this?
Yeah.
You getting any kind of coming off of this?
Yeah, musk.
Yeah.
That's sack musk.
That bag musk.
Yeah. So you detected nothing in there, right?
No,
You popped
I assume
out,
they're not
said
in there.
they're dead.
I assume they're dead.
That's not great.
There, or I don't know.
That's not ideal.
What am I? Their biographer?
You're the documancer. It's basically the same thing.
Kevin, right there, dead. Put it in the journal. Time of death is.
No,
not.
hyper studious. And then he's got the pen, but now he's looking over at you, and then he's like,
Like,
Okay.
I don't see them. I assume they're dead. Anything not in my field of vision
Right, they-
doesn't
He's
exist,
gone.
is
Never
gone.
existed.
Yeah.
it's like
And
a
if
cat.
No object permanence.
Right, and if it is in your field of vision, but it's not moving, can't see it.
Probably dead.
Yeah.
Scientifically impossible. All right, well,
I think they're dead. Prove me wrong.
okay. Well, wherever they are, they're inside the hordes person bag, and clearly something's happening at HQ. So let's keep the bag. We have our friends in the bag, even if it's just their corpses, which it isn't.
We'll bury the bag.
Bear the bag.
Cheaper funeral.
Bear the bag.
well, huge savings. Oh my
Oh,
God.
yeah. One small burial plot.
Yeah.
I could dig that in like a half hour.
Let's get. Yeah, we'll see. You're not much for manual labor. You know what? Dig a hole. I'll time you.
I'll bury our friends right now. Say I won't.
Man, dude, I forgot. I need to set this scam up more often. I forgot how awesome Rosie V. Dinar is. It's so classic. I like the velvet.
Okay, so I would say, well, let's get in the cart. Let's get to HQ.
right.
I'll cartomance us there.
Okay.
A new one.
I'll get in the back.
Cartomancer.
With the
Nice.
sandy footprints.
Yeah.
In the bag.
Okay. Are you holding it?
Yeah.
Like a Bjorn.
Yeah.
It's like,
Tuck it into your.
hold a backpack.
Right.
On
Okay.
the chest with that. As I keep hitting my mic, I'm sure I'm doing well.
So
Pat Coriander.
Coriander's has. It's clear that Coriander has developed some heirs, perhaps.
Oh, boy.
So Coriander is currently behind the cart, looking away from it.
Oh my gosh.
So where are you, Dinar?
what?
Like, where are you?
Didn't.
Yeah.
You're inside.
I'm in the cart. Yeah.
So you from inside the fishbowl.
Yeah.
You're looking out and you just see Coriander's ass
yeah.
Is she a horse
On the wrong
configuration?
side?
pointed toward. Yeah, on the wrong side, tail gently swishing and creaking.
I guess I never unsummoned Clarkmore too. He was riding. Oh wait, no, I did because we were jumping in the air.
Well,
It's 10
we'll
minutes.
see if I can reason with her. Otherwise, Clarkmore might be a beast of burden here
Yeah,
pretty soon.
that's fine.
Okay.
I yell that so that Coriander knows. I'll summon a better horse.
Let me try. So I hop down off the cart, seeing, like, craning myself around the cart. I see her. I'm like, oh boy, okay.
She walks about 15 steps away from the cart.
Oh, I already start
catch
trying to
up.
summon Clarkmore.
All right.
I'm back there.
Yep.
Audibly.
Listen.
Woo!
I come up behind her and I pet her rump like you're supposed to. It's way up here. And I say, sweetheart, I know we've been through a lot lately. I know, but didn't you got some really good magic items? Don't you think? Which is why we came here in the first place. You don't think so? I thought you got some really nice ones. I like your new augmentations that came from it. You look very handsome.
What the hell?
Yes. And you know, the farther you go, have we not provided you magic items every time you've requested them? Where are you going to get magic items unless you hang out with us? You gotta. It's a symbiotic relationship.
She turns around and starts to sniff at the rings on the staff of the master.
Now we've talked about this. This one's mine. You have yours. I just have this one, and this one's mine. But we'll get you something better, okay?
Okay, let's get a skill check.
Oh boy. All right.
Animal handling. Can we finally get some
I'm gonna roll
handling?
skill. Oh, am I handling this animal?
Let's do animal handling. Come on.
There's so many.
I've been calling
Coriander
for 3
is
seasons.
Barely an
pretty
animal.
sophisticated.
Okay.
There's many ways you could try to.
I feel like you gotta sweeten.
Handle that animal.
Yeah.
Evelyn, if it's Rosie, her usual thing's intimidation, but she wouldn't try to intimidate Coriander. Never. Never. It's ridiculous that I even said it out loud.
Maybe you deceive her. That's some heat there.
Persuasion? If you have good intimidation, you gotta have
Maybe you
good
could
persuasion.
impress her with
She's smart as hell.
acrobatics.
My
mean-
persuasion's okay, but I did proficiency in deception and intimidation.
Okay.
I don't
I
want
thought they were
to.
tied together.
All right. I guess it's just going to be. I'll do animal hand. She's not an animal though. She's like a robot plant.
Robot handling.
So for the guests that are joining us from Dice Camera Action, no doubt to see their boy, Mr. Woodrow here, the creature who is not entirely a horse that pulls the cart for Acquisitions Incorporated, the C team, is a kind of biomechanical plant weapon of prophecy.
Yeah.
A horse suit of armor filled with plants.
We now return to your game now in session.
A horse-style pole creature.
Yes.
Okay, I am going to try animal handling because why not? Are plants not animals? Sure.
That's all she deserves.
Yeah. All right, here we
At
go.
this point. Boy.
It's an 8. That's it.
Can I use one of my charges to give her advantage?
Whoa.
Well, you can cause any die to be re-rolled,
But it's expensive.
even if it's not your roll. But yes, you can.
Yeah, let's give you advantage on it.
Ooh. Okay.
I'll help out. At least one of my charges.
Okay.
Yeah.
2 charges.
2 charges for
Yeah.
advantage. Okay.
2 charges.
Come on now. All right, that's a 13. It's better.
It's better. You have a good relationship with the horse.
Yes. The
Yes.
difficulty check a little lower than usual.
You're able to get
12.
away with a couple gentle nibbles
Okay.
at the end of the staff. And then she withdraws, rises up to her full height, and capers around to the front.
Taking her sweet ass
Of
time.
for sure. Like looking, and it's just like looking right in,
Oh, I am livid. I am glaring.
looking right in the glass, and she just like noses the glass.
The horse equivalent
I
of
got a better horse that I don't even have to feed. You know?
I got a magic star horse.
I got a magic star horse that I don't even have to feed. I waved the ring of warmth. And you'll never get it.
Yeah.
You'll never get it. I'm so toasty back here.
This is great.
Yeah.
So
It's a sauna in this cart.
she elates being fixed to being yoked to the instrument.
I make a mental note that she's getting all high and mighty. Her bougie ass is going to need something more.
I like to imagine that she takes a little bite of the ring and is like, the day will come when this isn't good enough for me.
Right,
This
yeah.
isn't that great now.
Yeah, exactly. She's already elevated. Okay, so Rosie then, I watched this display, this cavalier display.
Oh, and it is Cavalier, madam.
And I walk back to the cart, hop back up, and overly cheerfully I say, "Are you ready to go?" All right, let's do this thing.
All right. So you begin to tell a story. Tell me about this story.
Okay, so the story is we're heading back to AIHQ. We're going to the HQ. It's in Neverwinter, right? Or is it
There are
Waterdeep?
multiple HQs, but
Yeah.
the
main
the
HQ.
official headquarters of Acquisitions Incorporated is in the town of Waterdeep.
Waterdeep.
Correct.
Okay. Seems roundabout to have you come like via the material plane, astral projection. It's like 2 blocks away.
I don't
from
know
you.
where I am.
Anyway, so
But the likelihood of
Waterdeep.
getting him to go there on purpose.
Yeah.
Right.
So the story that I tell Coriander actually is I tell her a story. It eventually ends with us in Waterdeep, but it's a story I'm telling her that starts with a tale about my past, a past visit to Waterdeep. So I start off and I'm like, before we get to this, I have got to tell you. There was a time I was in my late 70s, so I was a bit of a hothead at that back then, and I ended up with a carnival. I don't remember how, but I was running a carnival, and we got ourselves into Waterdeep, and we got stopped at the gate because we had 3 types of illegal demons that were not allowed to permit. And my argument was, clearly I have these under control. Clearly they're in a cage. Why wouldn't you want people to educate themselves, see the dangers of demons? But, it was this whole thing. Anyway.
Here, Josh, if you'd be so kind.
Oh.
The demons come out of the story.
Oh, no.
Please, please
no.
continue to tell your story.
Oh, shit. I don't like how you said that at all.
No, this is what I want.
Okay.
It's like, this is not a I'm going to let you finish scenario.
Okay.
You'll actually be able to finish.
Seems like it. But anyway, to make a long story short, we ended up conducting kind of like a 3-way marriage ceremony between 2 of the guards and 1 of the demons, and that was the only way to make the whole thing legal. I still don't know if there was romance involved at all, but you never know. These things, fixed marriages, a lot of love can bloom over time. So I haven't actually checked in on them, so I think we should probably... Why don't we go see how that... I mean, it was, 40 years ago now.
So Dinar, you can hear in front. You can hear this runaway train of syllables.
Yeah.
Dark ass tidings, strange demonic names. There's a marriage
Usually
at
is.
the end.
So
is.
when she tells these stories, we pseudo experience them, right?
You do.
Yeah.
That is-
So are we
that's-
like going through your memories now? Do I see it outside the cart?
Exactly. So as you're looking outside the cart, you're seeing demons and men and women beneath lovely spring arbors.
Oh God, it's like a Wicker Man weird cult thing,
Right?
There are bees.
Yeah.
But you can, and you can hear her. You can hear her narrating all of it tastefully, and then with every detail she recites, it sort of springs to life inside this bubble. You've traveled this way before,
Yeah.
but you can see, like on the outside of the glass, you can see something like steam starting to collect at the base and rise. And when you look out, you can hear, in the middle of the story that Rosie is telling, you can hear Coriander's steps beginning to trudge through deep water. And you can see water sort of coming in the crack of the doorway like in a sheet, just pouring straight in. And Rosie is still at the top. Please more details, because that will perfect this transport.
Oh, one thing that I forgot is we actually ended up having a bachelorette party for the lucky demon. And that's something that I just will never forget. There are a lot of establishments in Waterdeep that will let you in if you are scantily clad enough.
No, and the cart is traveling by like a dark alley.
Yeah.
And in the alley, you can see a young Rosie holding up a demon who is holding itself up on the wall.
Holding the demon's hair.
And 5 of the demon's 6 mouths are in raucous laughter. And the other one is suckling from a bottle of liquor.
Oh, jeez. So is there still water coming in?
No, yeah. Water is now, there is a foot of water solid inside the cart. Thank you so much, Josh.
boy.
So, yeah, I'm banging on the on the window.
I'm
trying to knock you out.
Oh yeah. Now you're telling this story, but you have to remember it, and in a way you have to be there to do it.
Right.
And so when you're shook out of this reverie, there is water almost up to the top of the cart.
Oh shit. Okay. So
Like
if
water
I-
Foot in this cart. Hey, nice cart. Well made.
Like water is even now just like beginning to lap at the bottom of your sandals at the like where you drive the cart from.
Oh gosh. Okay. What do I see around us?
Right, and it looks like it is a jet black dark place, but it has the heat of a subterranean cave.
Okay. What?
What?
And do I see there's just water in every direction?
It's as though you've entered some kind of subterranean cavern.
Okay. I think my first thought is to turn around and check on Dinar. Go through the little window.
I don't know. I see this as
The
well.
window can open, yeah.
Yeah. I go, wow, the home office really is in trouble.
Yeah, I don't think we're at home office, darling. Are you okay?
No.
I peek in, and there's like a foot of water that's rising. It's
Dude,
I
way
can't help but admire the construction of the cart.
But it is getting dangerously close to the velvet. Like,
Oh, God. That's
gonna
gonna,
ruin it. It's gonna spoil
That's gonna
it.
stink.
Yep.
I sleep back here a lot.
But Coriander doesn't give a shit.
Okay.
Coriander is just pulling this thing
I yell
at the regular speed through this, 7-8 foot body of water.
Okay.
I yell, yeah. I blame Coriander. You did this, you goddamn horse.
I think is the water rising inside the cart?
Oh yeah, it
Starting
is. Imagine that there's
slowly,
like
but, yeah.
in that slit where the door opens.
Right.
There is basically a just like an inch thick wall of water that is just pouring in.
Okay. Sweetie, I think you need to get out of there.
Yeah, probably.
I like to imagine that the little window being shut was what was keeping the water down. So it's like, are you okay? And it just goes.
It's like a backdraft, yeah.
Yeah, it's the pressure differential,
now
right?
it's equalized.
Exactly. So, Cthulhu and Mr. Woodrow.
Yes.
As you are doing the studio wrap with the silver cord that connects D.F. Woodrow to the prime material plane and to the precious body that has served him so well, there is a massive rush of water pressure that you have to actively press yourself against. And you can see the cart with Coriander at the head and the rest of its sort of ornate Gothic darkness pull itself up out of several feet of water.
What?
In front of you, and the cavern accommodates the group.
Am I watching? So as I see this emerge,
Yeah.
do I see that this silver tether is connected to it, or goes beyond it?
Imagine that this is coming up to your right,
Oh, okay.
and the cord has its
headed
own
wherever.
mission.
Okay. Yeah, are we basically like now treading this? Okay, yeah.
So do we see, and we see them?
Yeah,
as they
exactly.
pull
So
up?
you found yourself, you have pulled up so that now water is beginning to shoot back out the door of the cart. And the cart itself is like, it's almost gone up a ramp of some kind and moved into a place of lower water volume.
Oh, okay.
So I'm still holding the bag. What's going on with the bag? Still just a bag?
That's a good
So just
darn
a bag?
question.
It's just a bag? There's no string coming out of it or anything. Looks just a normal bag?
Sack.
I'm very confused.
So we approach, we make eye contact.
Yeah.
And shocked,
Yeah.
right?
I whirl around. I look inside at the bag.
Yeah.
And then I look at you.
So I explain, like, I've been following this tether Dieth was on the other end,
Hey.
Hi.
Where's Walnut?
lost between the membranes of this bag.
What?
You lost Walnut?
I put my head back in the bag.
And then I say, Denard, do you have the bag? I need to go back in the bag. I just want to see what happens if we go in the bag.
Not the time.
My head's in the bag. I do put my head in the bag to yell for a walnut. Does it look different?
This is the inside of the bag. I'm explaining to them. This is what the inside of the bag looks like.
But I'm holding the bag.
I know, but I never left the bag.
So if I put my head in the bag and yell for a walnut, what do I see?
You see much what you saw before.
Okay.
You see the dry yurt.
Okay.
Let's get on top of this cart.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like a good start.
So yeah, I'm gonna climb up on where Walnut usually is.
Tell me what sorts of
I shake the bag.
yeah.
What happens? Do we hear a rumbling?
You don't hear a rumble.
Okay.
So Dieth, what sorts of magic items would delight your constituents that are apparent and on your person?
What magic items do I currently have on me? Main one would be my short sword, Gutter.
Indeed. Famous.
Yeah, one you've seen before with a fox head, red jewel, bat wings, and a keyhole upon the hilt.
Yeah.
I also have a badge of the City Watch,
Nice.
bestowed upon me from the City Watch of Waterdeep.
Did you and Strix wear the rings again?
No,
Really?
those have been used.
Really? Oh, they're your used.
No, I mean, they've been used to reforge Evelyn's Lightfall.
That's right.
And I have a Stone of Luck.
Nice.
I like this because it's, I think, if I'm guessing Jerry's direction here, it sounds, you delivered that exactly the way a waiter would tell you the specials for the day.
Well, and it's appropriate.
Right, exactly.
It's deeply, deeply on brand
Right.
For what is about to happen.
Today I have a short sword.
Listen. Sorry. Listen. You just say no to that.
We've got an update for you folks. Windows 10 wants you to know.
I was just worried it's going to start the update during the show.
During the show, which would happen. Now,
Okay.
so
Oh yes, magic.
so there is mysteriously, mystically, appropriately, conveniently, a cart where there had been rising water. So this must certainly be considered a plus. But as you and your charge, Dieth Woodrow, walk back toward the cart itself, Coriander lurches, like bodily lurches toward Dieth's blade.
Oh, cool. I should also mention I have a really fancy dagger named Moon Splinter.
Is it magical?
It is.
Which is your favorite?
Yeah. Which one can I eat?
Which one? Yeah. Which is most integral to your character?
I'm sorry?
No. Which one is a part of your rich character arc?
Yeah.
Which one do they always put in your art?
Yeah.
I've been talking with Chris Perkins, and we have a message.
Oh my God. This is unkind.
Oh, this is a question you want me to answer?
Oh.
Oh. Okay.
Oh yeah, for sure. So Coriander, as you're walking in front of the cart, Coriander lurches forward, and the bottom jaw opens too wide.
No. We just talked about this.
Coriander, no.
Now.
No.
The bottom part of the jaw. Oh, it's in that awful way that like an animatronic would.
Oh.
Where it like
mummy.
It snaps open and then closes and just like falls open just like by gravity.
Yeah. Come on.
Coriander, no. No.
No.
No.
Dinar's little snoot poking through the window. No.
It's just the mouth.
Yeah, I'm like maintaining my distance from this horse creature.
That's for the best.
That's correct. The eyes just watching you as long as the neck can allow, and then it's just a one eye watching you the rest of the way.
Don't mind her. Hop up top. We'll get you wherever
I feel
we're
like I
going.
should mind that.
I'll have a talk with her.
Okay.
Coriander, we just talked about this. No. This is our friend. We do not eat magic items.
Does Coriander have like a full name you yell when it's really in trouble?
No,
Oh no!
not yet.
No!
God.
Dude, is this the
the time.
opportunity?
Okay, yeah.
No, it has to be like coriander. It could be 3 parts,
Oh, it's got to be 3 names.
right?
Right.
like
Coriander, vestibule.
Yeah.
Oh, vestibule is great, but it's
fun
probably
word to
coriander
say.
bee stinger, right? Like, did coriander get adopted like the rest of the people?
Jeez, no, I don't think Rosie adopts non-humans. Well, non-humanoids.
Yeah.
I don't know that she would adopt Coriander.
Here, so you figure out the tripartite
All right.
version
Okay.
of the name, while I describe the process that is going to lead into the break. Optimally speaking, by the time 3 minutes are up, you will have the name,
Okay.
and you'll be able to utilize it
I'm
in
excited.
a dramatically appropriate context.
Just nothing about this makes me nervous.
All right. So you are. So Coriander is continuing to pull through, and for those of you riding on the top of the cart, the interior surface of the bag that you are dwelling in is not far from the top of the cart. So it's very even on the roof. It's very claustrophobic.
So we can like see like the actual physical.
Well, indeed, and you swear that at regular intervals you see something that looks like stitching. Like it looks like a strangely manufactured space inside this this dark place that doesn't seem to have a particular end until you can see the silver cord, Cathris and Dieth from the top. That's sort of like leading out into the space, and at one point it is sort of caught between the stitched together panels inside the bag. And Coriander it's frayed a little bit where the silver cord pulls through. And Coriander is able to push her way through it, and you can hear the stitches snapping top to bottom. And when it opens up, golden and purple light shines in to this to the interior surface, and you're standing on a kind of bluff that looks out into what might as well be a sort of silvery infinite sunset. And when you look back, like just above and behind you, you can see that there is you've emerged from a kind of creature. I will describe the creature, and then it would be a great opportunity for you to use your Coriander name.
If she's bad.
Yeah, so if she's bad. So imagine that it's something like a jellyfish whose tendrils extend out from the bottom and out into this infinite place. But the clear portion of the head is full of what looks like small, stitched together satchels.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like those are like the vacuoles of that little cell or whatever.
Exactly.
Oh,
And so you have punched through one of these sides, and you can see that leaking out from this creature out into the mist is evidence of a grievous injury that has been visited on this creature.
What is evacuating from it?
It would be difficult to call it. It's like a pink mist, thickest
near the injuries that it's sustained.
Is it the same as this water-esque material?
It seems like it may be related in some way.
Okay.
But anyway, so this would be an opportunity for you to say her full name in surprise as you emerge out into this plateau.
Okay, so we emerge and Coriander maybe like rears up, but she's too smart. She's acting a little bit. She's like, oh no, and she swings her head around to try to get at Dieth again.
Just a big snap.
Scared.
And I go, Equestria Terraria Coriander, known as Anne to her friends.
With that.
That's the whole thing.
Right. Shadow Council, may our leaders please you. Thanks, of course, to our good friend Dieth for being our guest today. It is the break, but shortly after the break, it will be the game again. Fear not. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Hello. It is I, your internet friend Jeffrey K. Horcrims. And this is the C Team, plus a portion of the Waffle Crew.
Me?
The most delicious portion, the crispest portion.
Is it me?
Nope.
Oh.
Nope, it's not you.
Okay.
It's not all about
Play
you.
your cards right.
Now, when last we saw our heroes, they had found, with the help of the silver cord tethering Dieth Woodrow to his form on the prime material plane, they had found something like an exit of this creature that they know at some level is the beast responsible for at least some portion of Acquisitions Incorporated's business functioning. The jobs and special roles that employees have are a little bit beyond the power curve for a normal character. And they're instantiated, at least here, through the use of a unique astral creature that has only just now been seen. So the exit that you discovered appears to be something like an exit wound.
Oh.
And there is a substantial volume of detritus and what are no doubt deeply crucial pieces of documentation, the occasional item leached of magic and color, expanding in a kind of cloud out from this exit. The creature itself is even now emitting a kind of an alien, but somehow still perceivable as mournful cry.
Crawl in its brain hole. Is there a giant gun anywhere?
Old yeller
good
it.
question.
I know.
Just giving her another one. Suffering.
How big is this compared to us? I assume it's monstrously huge.
It's massive.
We crawled out of its head.
Do we
Right.
look?
Yeah.
Does it look like it's been detained here? Like, is it
No,
imprisoned?
no. There's no evidence of any kind of like anchoring or cage,
Okay.
chain of any kind. This is a creature, of a piece with its realm. Like it is clearly of this strange place.
I want to try to heal it.
Yeah, definitely.
Sure. But as I'm
I'm stroking the sides of it like we worked together for so long, like since the beginning. Like we've never met before. I want to reach out with awakened mind.
Yes.
And say, friend, it's Kathris from work. It's from the C team, from Team C, Red Larch branch.
License number.
Like, yeah. What is this? Why is this happening? What has happened?
What you get back is like dissonant. It's like a multi-tonal range of communication, but it is dissonant and strained. It's very clear that it's clear that it would like to talk back. I mean, it's not withholding anything. It's not being aggressive. These fronds are probably a mile long. I mean, if it felt like doing something, you think that it really, really could.
Yeah, I just say to the group, like, it's too much for this piece of garbage. Like, I imagine it's like listening to thousands of sentences on one on top of the other. Like, I'm not getting.
Yeah, or it's like imagine a word that is a sentence, and then imagine a sentence made of those words. It's like
it's just
holographic cube of language, and you're just like, oh, you can't understand this? Well, you're dumb.
I loved Arrival. It's a great film.
It's a great film.
So when you tell us this, you're on top of the cart, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and so you can see now that you're present on this. What is it?
API error.
It's D&D Beyond. Could be easier.
Could be easier.
So,
It's probably an iPad error, not D&D Beyond.
but this is like a part of it. This plateau
Right.
is a part of this that should not be here. It should be up and attached to the rest of this.
I see.
Oh.
Okay. Well, if you can't talk to it, then
Doubt I can heal this as much as it's going to need to be healed.
yeah, but it's sweet that Dinar, and you know Dinar would try.
Hey, I
right?
would try.
Yeah. So do you hop out?
I was just going to say, and Dieth, this is precisely this sort of. This is a deeply on-brand moment. Like even this alien creature that doesn't map to anything that you recognize or know.
Yeah.
Like you have found tragedy somehow. It's not even your home game. None of this tragedy was here before. You created it somehow.
You did this?
In your shredding wake.
Did you shoot this gentle?
Is this your hole?
No, I didn't shoot it. I didn't. What would I shoot it with?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Where'd you hide the gun?
We don't have those anymore.
Likely
So,
story.
just judging by the rest of you and your faces, and do you want to help this creature?
Yeah.
He's a crucial part of the business.
The inference here, is that this is the.
Where is your replacement? You are defective.
You are almost dead. Do you have babies? Yeah, I'll try to lay on hands it, and I'll juice it for the max.
Nice.
What are you gonna give it?
I will give it. Well, I can do.
How many is that?
I can do up to 50. I will do 49 just to be safe.
Okay.
Keep one for.
Well,
In case somebody gets knocked out.
I don't know. What if we have a fight right now when he gets
Yeah,
knocked out? I can
sure,
pop you
yeah,
back.
Yeah.
Just to be safe.
Yeah, exactly.
Do we see it like re-knit itself or anything?
That is absolutely what happened.
Yay!
Oh.
It's back to life. Only took 50 damage.
There is still a gaping hole in the side of this thing, the size of a house. But where you have directed the benevolent force of Vars Malus, it is made whole.
Made WH.
Yeah,
Yeah.
different hole.
Doesn't make whole. Yeah.
Little hole in it. Oh God!
It is made-
Healing hurts it, guys.
It's made into an even larger hole.
Oh, I didn't want this at all.
So this is the challenge we face ourselves with. It's a metaphor, but it's also a literal. Consider this.
Damn it, Jerry.
Why are we here? How do we? Number one, how did this? So you were describing the contents, like beyond the outer shell of.
Yeah, exactly. So you think that the raw materials and daily duty.
But are we seeing? So are we seeing? It's not just hordes person things.
No, I mean you're seeing like spread out what you think are the contents of other teams' work and livelihood.
Okay, but like what I'm saying is like multiple tools and like documents.
Absolutely, yeah. It's spilled out.
So what you're saying, there's a bunch of free treasure here.
I was gonna say, yeah. So, well,
So what you're saying
Get scooping.
is that there's possibly something here that could help it.
yes. Or we could feed to coriander or make ourselves richer. Look, I gave it 50 health. I've earned a treat.
know
what I say.
Go nuts.
You know?
It's yours now. Enjoy.
Gave it the old college try. Sort of rummaging around its brains for.
It's like,
I
did what I could.
Don't need this. Don't need this.
60 points of damage, getting that really shiny ring.
God.
I didn't know there was like it's like there's treasure, but I assume it's like office supplies. Like it's not like there's gems in there, or are there?
It's other people's sportsperson bags, right?
There's all kinds of stuff here.
Because I'm curious.
Like I say, imagine like the rings of Saturn, how from a distance it's like a ring, but close up it is just like a point cloud of material.
Are there any other like Horde's person's bags that are outside of here that are they strewn around?
Yeah, I mean, this is what you think when you look at the interior bulk of the creature, suspended in that liquid, just suspended inside its body, are what look like stitched together leather bags.
Yeah,
that exist in this full range, and there is. I mean, like I said, it's substantial, right? And there are many of them there. I mean, some of these are split open, and some of these have disgorged their contents out into this sort of immaterial space.
Can you mend?
Well, I mean, I would, but it ain't much. I can mend like a foot.
Mend is small.
Yeah.
Dinar, can I get a perception roll?
All right.
You got all kinds of charges, my boy.
14.
Nice.
Yeah, 14.
Nice.
14.
14 flat?
Yeah, you don't got none.
Yeah. It's just like, you can't decide which of these great things that you want, but you know that you're entitled to all of them.
We're Acq Inc. now.
Which everyone's closest.
Everybody's dead. This is ours.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to ask what protocol is for just using other teams' stuff. Is it like a usual shared pool?
Not that we've previously been aware. We thought these were all distinct objects, but I guess they're all routed through this thing.
Yeah, this is our bank. You killed our bank.
Well,
I don't think
logically, if this is where AI is keeping all of the different teams' treasure, then that means one of these leads back to HQ.
Yep.
So that would be where Omen's getting his greasy little paws in there and withdrawing his treasures.
I wouldn't think he would, leave it in the thing.
Yeah.
So we gotta just find that.
I think this is, we're not going to be able to get anything done here. I think this is all proprietary technology, and that we need to go back to the home office.
Well, we tried.
But
I don't know what's.
And we ended up in here.
Right.
should this creature die, though, would you basically lose this place and everything that exists here?
Probably.
Would Acq Inc. lose everything?
Yeah.
But Chris is very much like, it seems like the whole business would be founded on capability like this. So if to lose this would probably destroy the whole enterprise.
Yeah, but we're not going to do anything like that because this is a living creature who clearly has feelings and emotions.
That's, lost its utility.
Seems like it's reparable. Anyway, no, I don't think that this would cause any major damage to Acquisition Incorporated.
I have no doubt that there might be a backup of some kind, but it also seems like it would be, a really hard creature to come by. If not the destruction of, then certainly an enormous setback for the business itself.
There's something like as you're discussing the practicalities and the fundamentally interplanar nature of the technology that underpins Acquisitions Incorporated, there is fast. It'd be impossible to identify the specific cardinal direction because the whole thing could be upside down. It's purely about your point of reference, but there is a flash, something glinting, like a piece of treasure, in the bottom of a sack, and it is approaching the creature at great speed. And even after just a few more seconds, impossibly fast,
like a ship that flies like an arrow through this kind of space. And after a few more seconds, you can see that glint expanding into something that looks like a sail made of like a crinkling silver material that has as its purpose the capture of some wind you're not even capable of perceiving in this place. And the skiff that this sail is attached to has 3 incredibly tall, malevolent knights of some strange designation sort of hanging out on the sides. One person has a tiller in the back that can guide it, and the other 2 are just hanging out in space along the sides.
What indicates their malevolence?
Their twisted faces
Oh, yeah.
and
Joyriding, like
brandished 5-foot silver blades.
Whoa.
Oh, good. Help's here.
They're smoking too. There's
Oh yeah. They have a jacket. Oh, and you can tell that they cut school.
oh no!
Come on.
Oh no! This isn't right.
Let's get it.
The authorities are here. Thank God, guys.
How far are they from us?
We're good
They're
now.
approaching like the wall of the.
Yeah, exactly.
Of the
Do they see
animal.
us?
They see. I mean, from the range that they decided this was a course of action, they saw this massive organism.
I see. Okay.
Friends, this is private property.
Are you just yelling at them across the vastness of space?
Well, I mean, they're not super far, right? Let's get here. Maybe I don't know how sound conducts. Maybe I'm
20
talking to
feet?
myself. I say very loudly to myself.
How do
Friends,
any of us hear anything? No one can hear
What
you in
is
space.
what is hearing? What is business?
Oh
Are
my
we even
God.
here?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry I asked this question.
No, seriously though, how far are they? And have they noticed this?
Yeah, exactly. 60 feet away. And so, this craft has like it traveled fast, and then once it reached that 60-foot range, it stops as though they've like thrown anchor. It stops like in place as they lift up this tiller, and the 2 on the sides are fired from it with the residual momentum like bullets. I need initiative rolls.
Oh. All right.
See, it doesn't matter what I said.
11. 10, actually.
10 actually.
Forgot, it's -1.
18.
Hey, see, that's real good. Nice to have a rogue in the house. What else?
13.
Okay,
14.
perfect. 18. You can tell that these tall,
Drinks of water.
cruel-faced creatures
Yeah.
whose garb is it's light in a sort of like a privateer buccaneer sense, like maximum mobility, but it's maximum mobility for a seafaring vessel on a sea you've never heard of that is not made of water.
Yeah.
And their garb is a multicolored fabric, trails of beads and glass that just sort of like freely float in this place. And you can tell instantly that they have taken an incredible interest in in the silver cord.
Oh. Did we ever find where this thing terminates?
It goes out into the limitless distance.
Oh, okay.
Time cops.
So the 2 of them have launched themselves directly at you.
All right. And I'm still up top, though.
Exactly. Yeah. You are now probably trying to get a good view of everything. So my feeling is that you were probably like standing on top of this And you go first. You have the right place.
If they're like coming right for the.
Oh, absolutely!
the
Like
first
with
thing-
these swords as tall as you, extended out in front of them.
Great. So I'm with whatever few steps I can get off of this carriage. I'm gonna do like a running leap off and like away.
Yeah, just out into space.
Yeah, just like.
Bye.
Yeah.
Fleeing the scene of the crime.
Well, because if they're coming for me, if they're eyeing up my cord.
Oh no, yeah, no.
I also want to get this cord away from them.
hungrily.
Yeah. So I'm like, if the rope is coming this way, I also want to move my way in such a way that like turns the rope like away with it.
To not expose it to them.
Right.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll just start.
You're giving them an oblique sort of angle at it.
Yeah. Like I'm messing up their trajectory.
Yeah.
And from there, I can't really engage on my own, so I'm a chill.
Basically, just like hold the rest of your action.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, they immediately descend on you.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Oh wow, that is 2 2s in a row.
22?
Lethal,
So high.
lethal strike.
Okay, got
Super
3 2s
Nice.
and 4 rolls. Dieth Woodrow, everybody.
What up?
Hell yeah.
So, but the it's like there's a little bit of confidence. Like after the first few misses,
I'm like, oh, okay.
you're making that calculation you've had to make so many times before, and then that 4th blow is so pristine that it's as though the rest of them were established just to throw you off.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
So 12 points of damage.
Well, you can't throw me off that hard because uncanny dodge. I'm gonna have that damage, so I at least partially dodged some of that.
Okay. And then after the blade leaves your body,
Yeah.
there is like a secondary shock.
Oh.
Like it is as though you're slashed in the wound again, but this time by an invisible blade.
Oh.
Come
Well,
on.
This is just, listen, it's your fucking company. Take it up. Take it up with those guys. That is 9 points.
Okay. That is kind of tick.
So, walk in the park. I feel like,
Yeah.
what's damage?
And the last of them up on the skiff proper is like walking back and forth on the small deck that he has there, and he's rigging up something that looks like a harpoon or spear gun of the same glinting material.
I see.
Next up, Mr. Drow.
I would love to ask. I guess I'll ask Rosie and Dinar at the same time. Anyone want to go up to that deck of that ship?
But dude, this is so Voltron.
Yeah.
Like you put your hand up here, and then it shows them in the split.
Yeah.
Oh right.
Oh yeah.
In the background, just Deeth going, ah!
In the space between the rest of them.
Think about this.
Right. Yeah. Here's what I'm thinking. Shh. Out loud. Shh. Yeah. I mean, it seems like that ship is important to them. There's only one guy on there.
Yeah, that's valid. How are we
Okay.
gonna get out there?
Dimension door.
Oh, tell us more about this door.
Well,
Well, it's a great door. What's it going to take to get you?
It's a classic door. It's one of my favorite doors. Teleport yourself from your current location to any spot within range, 500 feet, so quite a ways. And I can bring one willing creature of my size or smaller. Oh, so I couldn't take Dinar. He's bigger than me.
Don't you forget it.
I shan't.
But I'm willing.
Great. Then enter my door.
Cast open your door for me, Drow.
Come and knock on my door.
Come to my window.
I've been waiting for you. Yeah, let's do it then.
All right.
We're gonna go through this door. I instruct my door to open. It Do I see at this distance a spot behind this pirate knight?
The tiller that the creature was commanding is, at the aft of this vessel, which is about 20 feet in length. And he is affixing that harpoon-like
To the front
structure.
or the side, or?
Exactly.
Okay.
Up where he can address the creature with it, no doubt.
Yeah, let's head there. See you later.
Okay. So you cast open this spatial rend.
Do we have to hold hands?
Kuthris says, yes.
Oh, got me good.
Yes.
Little hand reaches up.
Right. And you emerge instantaneously in the orientation of your choice.
Yeah.
I assume it's like facing away from the tiller and in toward the foe.
I want to see this guy. Yeah, his back.
Absolutely. Now, Rosie Beestinger, it's your turn.
I assume that I've been included in this as a kind of bullet, a projectile,
Yeah.
a little humanoid projectile. So I immediately launch myself toward this guy. Is he facing away from me?
Well, here, let's find out. Let's find out if he notices.
Okay.
You have 6 charges. You can make him take his
do.
advantage.
Yeah. Oh, sure. Take
Yep.
disadvantage on that. Whatever you just rolled.
Good strategy for you.
Yum.
Yes, the second one was much worse.
Okay, wonderful. Okay, so can I get
Yeah. So
surprise attack?
there's a like a almost musical pinging from the apparatus that he's setting up in the front.
Wonderful. Okay. So I'm going to go after him then, especially his little hands.
His tiny, tender hands.
Tiny, stupid, ineffective hands. Okay, so that's a 14 and an 11. Ooh, and a 10.
I'll give you some of my juice on
and a
these.
19. Okay, so I think what hits there is
The 19.
The 19 is the only thing
Yeah.
that hits? Okay, and that was one of my unarmed strikes. So that's going to be a 1d6 plus 3. And that's just 6 points of damage. But it hits, so
Yeah.
I'm going to also do a stunning
goose him?
strike. Yeah, see if I can goose him. And he has to do a con save, I believe. Let me double check on
Of
that.
what? Of what?
DC 14, please.
Rosie Beestinger.
And take disadvantage on that.
Okay. Take it from you're going to do it?
Yeah.
Okay. He. So this is how you address this creature who stands fully 3 times your height. The staff of the master is diverted by this thing's metal plates effortlessly. Like you are like a drum just pounding against this thing, and nothing gets through except for this tiny fist. Like in the one region you've identified.
One crack
it's
in
like
the armor.
Exactly. It's like the staff was just there to determine. It's like a dowsing rod.
Right.
You were just trying to determine the right
defense
thing. It's just a
for
test.
weakness,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then bam.
Right.
In there. Like after it's like there's like the beginning of a cruel smile, and then it's just right underneath it. And then so you were able to strike and stun. So he just like sort of like wobbling and tilting on his feet
Okay.
up there. Now, Dieth, do you want to address these 2 gentlemen before Dinar Blitzen goes?
Not yet.
Okay. Dinar Blitzen. Prince, I should say.
Yes, please do. Don't ever forget. So I'm still at the cart.
Absolutely. You
You're
and
still at the
Coriander
cart.
down there.
You're still near the cart, right? I mean,
No. This battle is happening atop the cart.
yeah, okay. You didn't flee far. All right, I got one of 2 things I was going to do. I will do... all right, I'll do command on both of them. Because at a level 2, I can target 2. I've got 4 charges,
Yes.
so you have to do a wisdom saving throw. I'm going to give you disadvantage on both characters, so drain them all.
Amazing.
And then I'm going to just go for the classic betray, so that they... attack each other.
Can we flavor this? Like this is something that you picked out from our wedding experience. Do you remember when Rosie did this? The bride and groom.
Oh yeah, did you tell them betray then?
Yeah, they killed each other.
Yeah, I remember we did it with the werewolves and the vampire hunters too.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
Basically,
But yeah, that's funny.
It's
A single tear as he remembers the wedding scene, the
Learning
wedding
so much from you, grandmother.
the wedding murder
so you're gonna try to drop this on,
both of the baddies that are attacking Dieth.
and this is entitlement.
No, this is just command.
Command.
So they have to do a wisdom 15, but they're both at disadvantage rolls.
Because you're goosing it with the juice.
Yeah, and I don't know, I stick my head out the window.
goose juice.
You know, am I out of the cart yet?
Listen,
hey,
comes out.
No, betray each other.
It's just like, you slide the.
Little mouth.
Betray.
Dude, this is the art I want. I want the snoot. Here, so wisdom saving throws for both.
Yeah, 15.
Here, so the first one succeeded and then failed. So it turns out that
That's
disadvantage is bad.
Yeah, I've read that.
Oh, okay. No, they both
Oh, good.
lose it.
Now they both beat each other up.
Exactly. So the way that it works is that they've taken some time here to slash at Dieth, and then they turn to each other and are clearly like making some kind of mental calculation, and then it's on. It becomes a ball of glinting shrapnel. So that's Mr. Blitzen. Now, are you ready to engage?
Possibly, yeah. Now that they've kind of like...
So they are completely fighting against each other now.
Okay.
And because they have other opponents, it would enable... which I know why you're not attacking.
Wonderful.
But
yes,
it is enabled now.
Okay, that's kind of my question.
Yes.
So now that like Dinar, commanded them, I see them kind of like turn to each other and attack each other. That's when Dieth, without hesitation, pulls out Gutter and spins to his left in such a way that basically comes around to put it into the side of one of them.
Nice.
This is legitimately evil. Like, it's
I like to
actually
imagine
scary.
Dinar does command and says, betray, and then he says, now run away! And then you just turn around and stab him. You don't listen at all. And just like,
That's an 18?
That is what you need, actually.
Okay, so then with enabled sneak attack,
Well, that's his whole job, right?
yeah.
Is to stick people like this.
yeah,
Good
by
Christ.
myself, worthless.
I don't think we've rolled this many dice in this tray.
yeah.
It's like one jar of.
Jeez Louise.
Oh, no!
It's always sad to see a 1 in there. 6, 9, 12, 13, 15, 19, 24, 26, 31.
All right, man.
Points.
Okay.
All right, we get it.
You're
Not my
a
best, I'm
rogue.
sorry.
Okay. All right. Mr. Rogue. Yeah, it slices right through one of the sort of golden leather straps that attaches the chest plate. And the back piece is now just sort of hanging loose in space.
Excellent.
You have one attack?
I only have 1. Yeah.
Okay. Thank God. Because it was just... Jesus.
What's that like?
Big deal.
What level are you? Who cares?
Level dumb. All right.
Glad I could help.
49. Okay.
Where's the ring?
They are attacking each other thoroughly, but they have multiple attacks.
Oh,
And-
interesting.
And they have, and so they are dividing their attacks between each other and this dangerous prime material creature that has materialized before them.
Okay.
What's your AC?
19.
Quite good, man. Luckily, they are also quite good.
Wait, they're able to attack him? Even though aren't they supposed to be betraying each other?
Oh, no, they are. They have more. They are now in a scrum, right? So imagine they are atop this thing. They have enough attacks to attack him and each other.
Probably look
Yeah, but
awesome.
that doesn't...
I want to give one disadvantage to one of your rolls.
Sure. Hey. Ooh. You're gonna do this?
Yeah.
I imagine like all three people dancing upon each other, all fighting each other, like that one scene in Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
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 It's very intricate.
Okay, so here, let me re-roll one of the hits.
Are they trying to maybe pass off hitting you as
you get?
like they're just,
Positions
they're
incorporated,
just
yeah.
swinging wild?
Wait, so you got a 1 on that one?
Yeah,
huh?
I did because of the new juice. Now there's another 10 points of damage for you.
But that uncanny dodge.
Indeed.
Yeah.
And then that second
Right, the
psychic slash
weird psychic slash.
returns another 8. But they shred each other.
Oh, that's good.
Oh my god! Here, you look and you tell me.
Oh
That's
boy.
that's the number of the
maximum.
beast.
Yeah.
To each other, not Dieth.
No, not Dieth.
Excellent.
Dieth is looking great.
Questionable.
Yeah.
Almost a half.
Okay. Okay. Jeez.
Got
I'm a pretty soft
Yeah.
boy.
You got 1 hit point left. You can
I can bring him back if he dies.
All right.
You go down, you'll be fine.
Look, I know him, but I don't know him that well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So this is basically a 3-part
Yeah.
combat happening atop the cart at this moment. Mr. Draub.
quick. What do these things look like?
Tall. They look like funhouse mirror elves.
So like, but real tall?
Very tall.
Oh.
Very tall, pale yellowed skin, features like very like drawn back features.
Momo.
Yeah, he's got challenges for you.
Yeah. Well,
The Momo challenge is
won't
real.
ask. So
Yeah.
Let's see.
I
what
heard
we
about
do.
it on the news. It has me dreaming.
I would love to hurt the one on the boat. Now, wait, question. So
Go for
you've stunned this
Oh, yeah.
beast.
So you get advantage on any attack rolls against him.
You do.
Okay, delightful. Well, then let's
Not
just...
that you would use an attack at all, but
No? Should I not?
well, you don't ever attack with a weapon.
Oh, no, I don't do that. No, certainly not.
It's
Square up and
outre.
just punch him.
Yeah, just sock him.
Some spells do use attack rolls.
Right. Yeah.
That's true.
You got any of those.
This one does not. I don't like those ones anyway. So I'm going to, let me see if I can unload with a negative energy flood.
Oh boy.
So you gotta beat a con 16. I don't want you enjoy disadvantage on it.
Yeah.
I'll use my charges.
Ugh. Well, okay, well, it's good that you did it.
Okay.
Because one of them was very, very good, and the other one was horseshit.
All right.
So tell me more about this negative energy.
I'm gonna send out some ribbons of negative energy.
It sounds like something you would get at like Baskin Robbins.
Yeah. It's like that old hard candy.
Yeah. So it takes. So it's gonna take 5d12 necrotic.
What?
Now, if it's killed, it will turn into a zombie.
Okay.
Which is
all right, man.
a great situation.
It's not the best, but we could leave. All right. So I need these d12s. What we got here? All right. So 5 of these.
Whoa. 17.
So 17. Not great. So 20 total, and then one more.
Let's see. You might be able to use lucky.
Really?
When you roll
On a 1?
Oh no, it's just for wait. No, it's just attack roll. It's not
Okay.
damage. Sorry.
Okay,
It's
so- only.
Yeah.
So 29.
29 is still quite good. I'm willing to accept it.
I just open my robe. And then just dark spears just blast out. All my bad ideas are in there.
No, and they do. Yeah. Yeah, so he's there's multiple points of contact on the front, and these spears remain for a few seconds until they boil away. Rosie Beestinger. He is fucked.
Okay, good. The fuck me further. I'll just try the same thing again.
The same mix.
Yeah, I don't have much.
The same zesty blend.
Don't have much.
I don't have much.
Okay. So I'm trying to beat an AC 18, right?
You are. Can you?
Can. 26, 17, 20, And 17. Okay, so those were 2 staff hits.
They were.
I'm happy to announce, which are 1d8 plus 4. And then I'll also try to stun him again. So it'll be 9, 6, 15 points of damage, and then another con save, DC 14.
He does not make it.
Okay, great.
So it's just like he's starting to like after the initial wave of necrotic barbs, and then you can see that like his nervous system is just beginning to thaw. He's reaching for the sword.
Oh, I don't think so.
And then you find that you find like where that nerve goes in another place. It's like I can't hit that same one again. It won't have the same effect, but I know another place.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
It's expertise, masterclass level shit. Dinar was in.
All right, I hear all this rattling around on
There's
top of
commotion.
it. Yeah. Go, what the heck is... bang, bang, bang. Knock it off up there. I thought I fixed this with the betray. So I'll go up there, I'll get out of the cart, and I'll...
Learn him?
I'll learn him something good. I'll bring out an old toothbrush. We'll just go, nothing fancy.
Just classic.
Just classic.
Toothbrush or toothbrush?
Toothbrush. Magically infused toothbrush.
Right.
So I'm just going to swing for the fences on the one that is more hurt, so the one that he had.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Neither of them are looking great right now. But
all right, well, good. Maybe I can just clean this all up right now. So I'm going to roll with Great Weapon Master, too. I don't roll with that often.
consider it.
So
but keep in mind that their armor and martial prowess is pretty substantial.
Well, I'm out of charges, but so I can't roll with advantage, but still this plus 4.
You got this.
14,
Hey.
18.
Holy shit, dude, that's exactly what you need.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
2d6, 3,
The number
6 plus 15, so 21. And then I will smite him.
No, you. So as you begin to collect and invoke the energy to call down additional prowess,
Okay.
They float away. Like that last that last blow ends him.
Okay.
And he is sort of cast off, like floating through the astral. He bounces off the surface of the creature and then bounces off and then just continues to like float away.
All right. So he's got a buddy though, right?
Oh,
that guy's still alive. All right. Then I swing on him. I got another attack. Yes. Actually, I don't have to use that second attack yet. I get a bonus action of another attack if I kill someone. So I get 3 attacks. So we're going to use the bonus action attack on the other guy. Yeah. So, Great Weapon Master. This one. Man, that's an 8. So.
I'll use my juice to advantage you on that one.
I want
Hey,
that.
see, he knows exactly what to do.
Yeah.
8 plus
12.
Well, I helped.
12. Yeah. Not that. All right. We'll do this one. I shouldn't have swung on Great. I'll do it.
It's okay.
Let's try again.
Do it.
Well, I can do
like
plus 9 if I'm not swinging Great Weapon Master.
Plus 9 is very
I do -5 on a roll, but plus 10 damage.
Got it.
Whoa! Hey! That one we got him.
That's hot material.
Yeah. All right. 2. Oh wait, no. I get to re-roll a 1 or a 2 on damage.
Jeez.
Jesus, what?
Do
6.
Yeah.
Remember the beast?
Paladins, man.
And 1. Oh, get to redo that one. So that's 9.
There's like no
24 plus, and then I
24
will
damage?
24. I'm going to smite him too. 4d8.
Do you need to?
Do I need to?
Is he flown away already? or what?
No, he's still there.
All right, 24 plus 4d8. 4, 5, 9, plus 6, 15, plus 8 is 23.
23, yeah.
23 plus 24, so 47.
Okay, well,
Fuck that guy. I go, see what I did to your friend?
yeah. So it is perfect in all the ways that it's like we had that motif for Dinar, like the lone wolf and cub master with like the wide brimmed hat.
Yeah.
So it's like dad came down, right?
You knocked that shit off. But turn that music down. Yeah, he's all old now, right? So yeah, he's all old. Grumpy old man.
So
yells at clouds.
So you enter the fray. One attack
to save a
kills
life.
One attack kills a foe. There is one miss and then when the blade returns on that strike, that foe is sent into the ether.
Nice.
And before this, it was just Dieth like doing all this fancy footwork and dancing all around the clanging of blades and like doing precise strikes.
Oh no,
Dinar comes up.
everyone
Big, wild oafish swings.
But even
I like
your-
that kills a guy, gets all overconfident, and misses.
I was gonna say like the top
It's
of
just
the
set up
card
for
is
your
all-
next swing.
even your opponents were engaging in the same type of
Yeah.
interplay. Like everybody knew what was happening up there 3 seconds ago,
Right.
right?
The Dieth still just has a moment of being like,
Just consciousness.
See, your error was you brought a sword to a toothbrush fight.
Yeah.
Never do that.
can't do that.
In like against the roof of your mouth, you can taste the pie again.
Uh-oh, coming back up.
Like you're just trying to like a waxy,
Dinar.
like a waxy coating.
Yeah. Wow.
It just can't get through it. It is, however, your turn.
Fascinating. Okay, so these guys are taken care of, and all that remains
Their
is...
managed is the captain up on the deck.
Yeah.
And he's like 60 feet away ish. Yeah.
All right. Well,
If you could get up to it, I guess.
yeah, I'll just turn to Dinar and just be like, well done. Thank you for that. And then turning back towards their direction,
Yeah.
Dieth puts a hand upon the dagger on his belt,
Yeah.
and then Misty steps
Oh, nice.
onto where you guys are.
Amazing.
Okay, onto the bow,
Yeah. To basically
the
flank,
closest point.
to kind of flank them
Exactly.
with
yeah.
Rosie.
Yeah. So you were right there. To your right is this strange projectile contraption he was affixing to the hull, and then he is right in front of you, clearly stunned or dazed in some way.
Right. And this is the only threat remaining.
This is the only person
Right.
left here. Yeah,
As fascinated as I am by this contraption, this guy's got to go down first. And he's stunned, right?
he is thoroughly stunned.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right, here we go now. Bam. Well, that's not great. Hold on.
Hey, it's better.
Mildly
5 is better than 4.
You got more charges, Dinar. You can help.
Oh yeah, I can give you advantage. Wait, he's already rolling.
I already got an advantage, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can
All right.
have him re-roll.
Oh yeah.
Blow all 4 of them.
Do you? Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that.
You would do it?
You want to fix it?
I mean, how many?
All right.
You only get
You
one
gotta
attack,
roll
right?
both.
All right,
Yeah.
re-roll the whole advantage. Is that how it works?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
For 4 charges, that's enough.
Should.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the whole
enough.
roll.
All right,
That's sufficient.
got it. Okay.
You hear me yell, "You can do it!" See you miss wildly. I say,
You got this big old sword, and I want to impress you with my small sword.
"Come on!"
There we go. There's still a
five.
1 in there.
God.
All right.
It's like the uncooked kernel.
15, 19, 20, 28,
eat it.
34, 39.
39.
What are you fucking talking? Stop it. It's weird.
Guess what?
Free ship.
Nice.
Exactly.
Free
That's
ghost
for
ship.
you.
Hey.
Take that back home. Little souvenir.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. So you have time, ample time, to choose exactly the right
Yeah.
access point.
It's not even a stab. It's more like a press the blade and just.
Yeah, it's more like aggressive surgery.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. It's like it goes in, it comes out, and he just sort of like tilts. It's like
Yeah.
a
Just super clean.
yeah, just like begins to like tilt on the deck, and then sort of begins to float off of the deck.
Can I like push him
And,
away?
Yeah. Please, would you?
Yeah, just.
Would you please stop it? It's gross. Josh, if you'd be so kind.
Oh, another.
boy.
Another.
Oh.
Anuda. While this, so you've been engaged in, let's not say petty. There's a judgment there, right? There's a pejorative aspect to that. Let's not say petty. But you've been engaged in martial interactions at various
levels of skill, right? And as a result, it was impossible for you to see that the tendrils of this creature had already begun to move around the boat.
Oh.
And so you can see reaching up around from the bottom and then coiling around the boat several times. And then you can hear like the squeak and compression of the metals that make up this boat. And then it is drawn over near the creature. And you can see other fine tendrils reaching up, and almost like a finishing school level of napkin precision, reaching up and securing the sail at various angles.
It's like that Marine's flag fold.
Yeah, exactly. And it has pulled that sail, it tugs it directly off of the vehicle, and then it brings that sail to itself, and then with the tiny fine fingers of its tendrils, it begins to stitch and sew it over itself. Thanks so much, Josh. You feel that wax again, and just as you're about to throw up and steady yourself on the dock, you feel yourself hauled bodily back through an interminable space that shifts from silver sunsets to moonrise, and then back. Your senses return one by one, and when you are in full control of your facilities again, Strix is near your bed, and that's the first thing you see when you look up. Gathered friends, thank you so much for coming and checking out another game of the C Team with us. Hope you enjoyed yourself. I want to take a moment to thank Dieth, of course, for rolling through. Thanks for rolling handfuls of dice, much appreciated. We're going to do our second break, and then we are all going to come back and enjoy special time together. And Alyssa has reminded me, although I was going to do it anyway, that because no 20s were rolled, all the cool giveaways, so our level up dice and our Elderwood box with the special C-Team sigil on there, all that stuff is going to be given away during Table Talk. So come hang out with us. We'll see you.